I want to talk about 3 things that you got to do. So I need everybody to write them down, okay, and make a commitment to yourself. I don't need a promise because promises aren't kept all the time. I need you to make a deeper promise, which is a commitment to yourself that you're going to do these things, okay? Number 1, the first thing I need you to do is simply this, all right? Quit trying to please everybody, okay? I'm not telling you to make it all about yourself because we need other people in our life, okay? I'm not saying that. But too many of us, we're trying to live to please everybody. I want to just speak these facts to you right now. Everybody's not going to like you, okay? Get that through your head right now. So don't get your feelings hurt when somebody doesn't like you. Some people are not going to like you just because of who you are, period. You can do nothing to these people. These people aren't going to like you. Some people aren't going to support you that you want to support you. Please get that through your head. It's okay. You can still be successful in your life without their support. I promise you that. Okay? Understand this. Okay? There's people that's going to talk about you. All these things. The first step to being unhappy. Okay, you guys hear me? The first step to being unhappy is trying to please everybody else. You will drive yourself crazy trying to please the world. There's so many people that lose themselves trying to please other people. Like, please yourself. Take care of yourself first. Practice some self-care. Okay? But you have to stop trying to please everybody. It's impossible. Because guess what? You might please this person, but that person might hate what you did, right? Everybody's not going to like you. Just like some people love my message, some people can't stand me. And it's all good. I'm not worrying about the people who can't stand me. I'm focusing my energy on the people who need my message, okay? So that's number 1. Stop trying to please everybody. You feel that? Put a like, put a heart, write it out, share it, okay? You can even share it right now and say, hey, stop trying to please people. The second thing that I want you to do, okay, is stop trying to control things that you cannot control. What does that mean? Stop trying to control things that are out of your control. What's out of your control? It's a list of things. I can probably talk for 2 hours. But what's out of your control? How people feel about you is out of your control. Yeah, you can influence that by being a good person. But like I said before, just because you're a good person doesn't mean people are going to have great feelings towards you. That's facts. Stop trying to control the way people feel about you. Stop trying to control rumors, right? You can't control rumors. You can't control lies. You can't control gossip. You can't control someone who's left your life and has moved on with their life. You cannot control these things. And I see so many people drive themselves crazy because they're trying to control a person that they can't control. They're trying to control a situation that they can't control. They're trying to control their past. You can't control your past. Your past is your past. You know, the best way to control your past is by owning it and by doing something with your life to create a better future. But you got to stop living in the things you can't control. Give those things to God. Let those things go. Focus on what you can control. What you can control is you, who you are, what you give to the world, how you feel about yourself, how you treat people, how you show up for people, how you show up to the world. You can control those things, okay? So the more you focus on what you can control, I promise you, all right, the less your life will be stressed. But so many of us live in the can't control realm of life, and we wonder why we drive ourselves crazy. You can't control other people. Like, get that. You can't control, like, what somebody's doing to you, right? What somebody's saying about you. You can't control opinions, no matter how hard you try. No matter how much perfection you give to a person that's committed to misunderstanding, that's committed to doing you wrong, no matter how much perfection, no matter how much good you give to that person, doesn't mean that they're going to treat you good. They can still treat you bad, and you can't control that. Okay, so focus on what you can control. And the third thing that I want to share, okay, is quit trying to be perfect. Okay? Quit trying to be perfect in this imperfect world. What does that mean, Trent? Are you telling me to just make mistakes? No, I'm not telling you to purposely make mistakes. Are you telling me not to be the best me? I'm not telling you not to be the best you. Of course, I want you to be those things, but I want you to understand on this journey of change, on this journey of growth, on this journey of figuring out who you are, like we all are, right? Even myself, I'm trying to figure out who I am even more every single day. I don't have it all figured out. On this journey, you're going to make mistakes. Okay? On this journey, you're going to have some failure that you experience. On this journey, you're going to have some stress. On this journey, you're going to experience losses. And all those things are okay. See, what social media has portrayed these days, that those things aren't okay. People will try to make you feel wrong for going through what you're going through, because what happens is that we try to be perfect for imperfect people. We try to be perfect for social media because it's a comparison thing. Like, I can't show my flaws because everybody else is so perfect, right? I can't show that I'm going through something because everybody else is not going through anything. Don't fall into that trap. I want you to understand you are a human being. You're going to go through things, and it's okay to talk about what you go through. It's okay to wear your struggle. It's not okay to stay there. It's not okay to just live your story for the rest of your life. It's not okay to be on that chapter, but it's okay to experience bad seasons in your life. It's going to happen because those moments, if you allow it, those moments will build you into a greater you. Those moments will build you into a stronger you. You're strong because you have been weak, right? You understand more because you have went through a lot. Do you understand? You have gained power because you have went through struggle. Okay, so quit trying to be perfect. What I mean by that is fall in love with progression. Quit wearing this mask of perfection, saying you're okay when you're not okay. It's okay to say you're not okay. It's okay to go through your mess. It's okay to say I need help. It's okay to seek therapy. It's okay to ask for prayer. It's okay. Okay, it's not okay to stay that way. I don't want you to stay that way forever, but it's okay. I go through my times where I need help. I go through my times of struggle. I go through my times of doubt. I go through my times of fear. I go through my times of worry, and I realize that it's okay. When you're vulnerable, when you're transparent, you give yourself permission to heal. You give yourself permission to grow. But if you're not transparent, if you're not real with yourself because you're trying to fake it for everybody else, because you're trying to fake it till you make it, because you're trying to put on a facade that ain't real, because you want to impress people that can care less about you anyway, y'all get that? When you do that, realize that you're not giving yourself permission to grow through what you're going through. You're not giving yourself permission to heal because you're keeping yourself in denial. Okay, so those are 3 things. Okay, quit doing these things and start doing the opposite, right? Start being real with yourself. Okay, not just being perfect for everybody, right? Stop trying to please everybody. All right, start doing that. Stop trying to please everybody. And the second thing we talked about is start focusing on the things you can control, period. Those are 3 simple things that you can apply to your life right now that will better your life. I can 100% guarantee you that. But the reality of it is, out of 3,000 people on here, maybe 100 people are going to do it. That's it. A lot of us, we're going to go back into the same cycle, right? Do the same things, and then we expect change to happen in our life. And we keep living this thing. And I get it. Right? We have cycles. I get it. We have strongholds. I understand all those things, but it comes to a point when you got to stop like blaming and you got to start changing. It comes to a point, right, where you got to say enough is enough. It has to come to that point. So if you about that life, right, if you're going to really make some change by doing these 3 things, things that you can control, right? These are things that take nobody else. Things that you can control. I want you to write below, let's get it. We work so hard at making other people happy, and I don't want you to stop. Like, I don't want you to stop, being who you are. This isn't a message to say stop making other people happy, but don't forget about yourself in the process. As you're trying to please someone else, don't lose yourself in the process. And I see it so many times. This is one quote that I love to say. And when I talk about the word successful, that word can mean anything you want it to mean. I think one of the worst disappointments in life is to become successful and not be fulfilled. It's to reach a level of success and still be unfulfilled. And there's so many people out there in the world that do that, right? I think the journey is hard, but I think what's even a harder journey is losing yourself while you're progressing to better yourself. I don't want you guys to do that. Like, I want you guys to know that you are enough. I want you guys to know there's greatness inside you. You are greatness. You are purpose. And I want you to understand that, but you'll never realize that if you keep allowing people to set the tone for your life. And when you start to prioritize yourself, when you start to prioritize your peace, when you start to prioritize your mental health, your emotional health, man, that's when things change. When you start to make those things a priority, see, most of us, we don't make those things a priority. It's a part of our life, but it's not the most important things in our life. You got to start raising those priorities up in the ladder of your life. right? Start operating from there. If it's taking away from my peace, I don't want a part of it, right? If it's making me not love myself, if it's making me not, cherish who I am, I don't want a part of it. I don't. Because life is too short to settle, man. Life is too short to accept whatever. Life is too short to have your voids control your life. Like, so many of us are being controlled by our voids. What do you mean, Trent? Our void of loneliness, the void of loneliness that we have in our life, right? Loneliness is that void, and we do anything we can to not fill that void, so we settle, right? Not believing in ourselves, so we settle. We settle. And the more your voids control your life, the more your life will be out of control. The more your life will be unfulfilled. But you got to do the work. I can't change your life. I'm not a life changer. Don't ever give me that title. I've never changed a life in my life. I'm not, except my own. You got to do the work. I'm just here to influence you and hopefully spark something in you to say, enough is enough. Like, I got you, Trent. And there's a lot of people who have done it. Over these 10 years of me inspiring y'all at Rehab Time, there's tons of people who've done it because they actually listened to the words and actually applied it to their life. And I'm not telling you to ignore the bad times. Like, it's going to happen. But bad days doesn't mean a bad life. Please don't equal that. Bad years doesn't mean a bad life. Bad chapters doesn't mean a bad story. Just find the strength to turn the page. And when you go through these moments, tell yourself, I'm going to grow through these moments. I'm going to get stronger because of these moments. These moments suck, but I'm not going to get stuck in it, right? You're not stuck in this situation you're in. It's just the time you're going through. And sometimes it lasts longer than others, but you can get through it. I promise you. Suicide is not the answer. Pills is not the answer. Drink is not the answer, right? Sex is not the answer. None of these things are the answer. Those things are temporary fulfillment. They're temporary fulfillment. It's going to leave you empty over and over and over and over again. Bad days makes us appreciate the good ones. It does. It does, man. And I believe in each and every one of you on here. I know there's greater inside of you. I know what you're going through, right? I know struggle. I don't know your exact struggle, but I know struggle. I know how hard it is. But I know it's possible to overcome. And I know that struggle seems to pick out the ones that have the most in their soul, as I like to say, that will impact the world. Don't let hard times break you. Let hard times build you. Maybe that person walked out of your life just to show you what they brought to your life. Maybe that disappointment was your greatest blessing. Maybe something had to leave your life in order for you to find out who you truly are. Everything we lose isn't a loss. Sometimes our greatest losses are our greatest gains. Sometimes our greatest losses lead to our best wins. You understand that. Share this message with somebody, tag somebody to it, please. Like, don't do that because you think that it makes me feel better. Like, oh, I don't care about all of that. What I care about is getting this message to the hearts that need it. And the only way I can do that with people who don't follow, support what I do, know who I am, is you. That's how Rehab Time reached the world, not because of me, but because you guys shared the message. Let's get it.